Hello guys, Dan here, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a Q&A. A lot of you guys have asked for it, and now every Saturday I'm going to be doing a Q&A for you guys. Now this, guys, is going to be based on the questions that you guys have asked me in the comments section. So if you guys are wanting to get a question asked by myself, post it in the comments, and yeah, I'll be sure to get back to that in the second episode of this series. Now first of all, we've got 3 questions today, mainly about gaming and just some of the hardware to run gaming. Now the first one is, hi Dan, is it worth getting an AMD CPU over an Intel? I have an AMD right now and the motherboard supports the FX 6300, which I thought in buying, but apparently the extra cores which AMD offers are somewhat useless compared to what Intel has to offer, because apparently the CPU architecture is better in Intel's and programs don't use all the cores of the FX CPUs. What's your opinion? Thanks, Turtle101. Now basically guys, I get this asked all the time, is AMD or Intel the way to go? Now as I've said here, your motherboard supports the AMD FX 6300. Now I'm guessing you already have the AMD motherboard, so the best thing for you to do is, yeah, probably upgrade to the 6300. With it being a 6-core, in some games like Battlefield 4 and stuff like that, you will see an increase in frames from using that, because I know Battlefield is optimized somewhat to use more than 4 cores. It's quite intelligent that way, but I mean, for most games, yeah, most games don't use more than 4 cores, so you might not see that much, performance increase. You did mention the actual architecture and the fact that AMD CPUs can be useless. Now, when it comes to video editing and stuff like that, they're not useless at all. It's going to be really good. And yeah, in terms of the architecture, Intel's architecture is far better, far greater, shall I say. From what I know, you can get, say, i7s that are quad core and are hyper-threaded to, 8 threads, and they cost a lot more than what the 8-core AMD ones do. So yeah, Intel's architecture is better, but if you're wanting, say, just a true 6 or 8 core, you should go with AMD. Plus, it's a little bit cheaper. You're not going to get as much performance, but the more you spend, the more you're going to get in terms of performance. But Intel are the way to go if you want literally the bleeding edge performance and stuff like that. Our next one is, hey Dan, just a quick question. What is the bare minimum graphics card you would recommend that will play Battlefield 4 with an average of 60 FPS on Ultra at 1080p? By the way, it's got to be an NVIDIA GPU, as I use Shadowplay to record my games. I also used to use Shadowplay, don't really use it anymore. It didn't really work that well, but a graphic card to run Battlefield 4 on Ultra. The bare minimum is probably going to be a GTX 760. I did have that graphic card in my machine, and yeah, it worked pretty well. I was averaging about 50 to 55. If you do want a solid, and I mean a solid 60 FPS or higher, say on the online, you're probably better off going with a 770. That's about a £225 card, but very easy. In my head, it is worth it. It really is. And in the more demanding games, you're going to get miles better kind of frame rates, but it is more expensive, so it's kind of up to you. But yeah, rather a GTX 760 or a 770. I used to have the 760. It was good. Then I got the 770 because it's on sale, and it is a really good card. The 770. It's essentially a rebranded 680, but it works very well. I'll give you that. Now this question was kind of linked to the the next question is linked to kind of the previous question actually. It says, hey Dan, I'm getting a new system and saw your guide on how to build a gaming PC. I was thinking of getting your exact system, but was wanting to know if I could upgrade the GPU to a GTX 770 without having to make any changes to the RAM, CPU, etc. Thank you, Jake. Now, yeah, as I've just said, I used to have the GTX 760 and upgraded to the 770. I didn't need to upgrade any of my CPU or any of my RAM, and yeah, it works wonders. So, that's kind of the short answer. It'll work wonders, and yeah, you shouldn't see no problems at all. The i5 that's in my system, the i5 3330, it works well at 3 GHz. It's a nice solid quad core that'll deliver you nice performance in games, and yeah, it can definitely keep up with a GTX 770, so we'll keep it there. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been the Subscriber Saturday. I'm going to do one of these every single week, so if you want one of your comments answering, or one of your kind of bleeding questions, post it in the comments, and I should get back to you in the next kind of video I do on Saturday. So yeah, leave your comments in the bottom. If I don't get back to you, it's going to be one I'm going to answer on the video. Anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.